Mary Mary Bell was born May 26, 1957 in Newcastle, England. Her mother, Betty Bell, was a 17-year-old prostitute who was mentally unstable and not yet married. Her father, they are not sure if he was her biological father, Billy Bell, was an armed robber and a career criminal. Mary Bell grew up in a very unstable and dirty house, and her mom was always performing sexual acts with random strangers, which tended to get aggressive, which she also brought her into sometimes in some of the sexual acts. She had no type of structure in her life and no type of stability. At school, Mary was known as a chronic liar, a show-off, a thief, a bully, and disruptive. She would sometimes say she wanted to hurt people. May 25th, 1968, the day before Mary's 11th birthday, she strangled 4-year-old Martin Brown in an old house. This was the house they found him in. The death was initially ruled an overdose due to the obvious cause of death and discarded bottle found nearby the house and knocked then says that he's dead. She says, "I know," and wants to see him in the coffin. A few months later, after Martin Brown's murder, Mary and her friend break into a nursery. When the detectives were going through the vandalized nursery, they found notes left behind the girls saying that they murdered Martin Brown, but at the time they didn't take it seriously and thought it was a childhood prank. On July 31st, 1968, Mary and her friend Norma strangled 3-year-old Brian Howe in a field in the same area. Mary told Brian's sister, who was looking for him, that he may be playing with rocks in a nearby vacant lot, which is where his body was found. She carved an M into his stomach and used scissors to cut his hair, scratch his legs, and mutilate his penis. She almost killed a third child that was able to escape, and her name was Pauline. Mary got convicted of 2 counts of manslaughter, life in prison. Then she was initially in high security reform school since she was only so young. She later transferred to adult prison where she escaped for 2 days. In 1977, she escaped but was caught after only 2 days. In early 1980, Mary was moved to a hostel before her release, and there she met a man and got pregnant. She was released on May 14, 1980 at 23 years old and was allowed to change her identity. She had a daughter at the age of 24.